Hello.
Hello. We've been expecting you.
Yes.
Me and my friends here. Open up to the camera, Spike.
Hi, camera.
Hello.
I'm not feeling well.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah. Yeah.
Open up emotionally.
Yeah. So, hey, we like Creality. Spike likes Creality.
Do you like that?
Creality sent us some cool stuff that actually continues to be used in very helpful ways. The 3D printer has been extremely valuable for prototyping and even making final parts.
Like eggs.
120,000 views on Instagram.
You guys have really disappointed me with how well you've received the egg video. We also just recently reviewed the Creality Ender 3 KE, which is a pretty remarkably simple and affordable 3D printer that just you put it together.
Yeah.
And it went
less than 10 minutes.
And it was like perfect printing out of the box for like what, sub $300 or something like that.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. And we also are going to tie that to a giveaway when we get some new merch. So pay attention to all those things. Excited about new merch. Excited about getting you guys a 3D printer. Excited about Creality.
Woo!
Yeah. Speaking of which, Creality also makes laser engravers, laser cutters, laser engravers. This is a 22-watt laser engraver that can also cut thin things. It's called the Falcon 2, and they sent it over for review.
Yeah, I'm very excited. All I've wanted is lasers in my life.
If I had to guess based on the pictogram, this is the machine and this is the enclosure.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
maybe we start with the machine.
Yes.
So they sent the premium combo, I believe it's called,
Ooh.
which
For
is
premium boys.
yeah, which is the laser, the enclosure, and the roller.
All right, the tape cuts really well.
That's good. Shout out Razor Blades. Shout out Uline.
Shout out to
Keep your hands away from the blade, Tate. Wow, foam. Gotta love that Creality foam.
Oh, yes.
Oh, there's some
Stickers.
hardware in here,
They have a
dude.
pretty nice way of packing things.
It's very, very well done. All right, the Creality Falcon 2 quick guide. 3D printing industry evangelist.
Whoa, Creality
The moment
Holstein. Okay, yeah. Oh,
Laser glasses.
Cool.
you look like you're from the future.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Such a missed opportunity for like a Pit Viper collab.
Yeah.
Laser glasses. Like,
It's
lean into it.
Not far off.
But hey, they fit over your regular glasses.
Which is nice. I can old lady LASIK them.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's the laser.
yeah.
Yes.
Do you realize what you're holding in your hand?
Yes, it's my future. And a way to burn the building down.
Or
or-
barbecue your eyes.
Yeah, yes, that.
Well, here's the bones of it. Spike's living.
Well, there's the general footprint. That's cool.
Yeah, that actually fits this table perfectly.
Yeah.
Do not place this product near flammable and explosive materials, volatile solvents, or heat sources. Please place this product in a ventilated, cool, and dust-free environment.
Yeah, that's us.
Well, cool and ventilated.
Yeah, we don't have any heat or explosives or what was it? Fire or
Nothing.
flammable or chemicals.
Okay, assemble directions. Install the 4 riser stands.
Much like the Ender, everything's feeling solid so
Yeah,
far.
Creality's been polishing this rock for quite a
Yeah.
while. Unplug the rubber plug in the air nozzle of the air pump and connect the silicone tube from the machine to the air nozzle of the air pump. Plug the air pump cable into the air pump interface on the left side of the machine and you can adjust the airflow through the knob switch. So that's this guy here.
Got a knob switch?
Knob switch and airflow. It does look like they routed it underneath the frame, so that's good.
You get your hammer.
That's the lift arc way.
Treat this like an old safe. Oh, wow. Vibration
Jiggle, jiggle.
isolation. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Yeah.
Install the laser module, install it onto the bracket and lock it with the thumb screw on the right. Yep, these are the brackets.
All right, this is the part you don't want any dust in.
Please read the security statement in the user manual carefully.
Yeah, lasers can hurt you.
I'm pretty sure we understand the dangers of lasers.
It is a different fundamental. Plasma is an arc, welding is an arc, an electrical arc. Lasers are concentrated photon beams, which do behave in very different ways. They can reflect and bounce around, and you can. They have a pretty incredible range.
All right, so then it's not a restriction because that's heavy flow. All right, and you just went from
Okay, so
red,
it's-
red to yellow
Yeah.
to green.
Something
Put that in
instinctually
there.
is telling me that to ignore it because that just like when
Like
it's
a timeout.
yeah, well, it's just like it means it's not flowing currently.
Right.
So like once it's done,
Yeah, I think you're right. Like if it had a code to run or a program to run,
Yeah.
because it doesn't want this thing to just run
all the time. That's what I'm not. I'm
it's
thinking it's not.
sensitive,
I'm
yeah,
thinking it's
that-
not an error. I'm
that
thinking it's
amount
just
of
saying that it's not currently running.
So we need to install the software.
I think that's the move.
Yeah. Okay, so machine control with for software tutorials, please refer to the information provided in the card. So this card is to
the tutorial.
yeah. Okay, cool. So we're gonna turn this off.
Print
right
your
now.
instructions.
We're gonna turn this off. I'm gonna take both these out just because that makes me nervous. Yeah, I'm gonna be in trouble. Dude, I can't tell you how much I've wanted a laser. Like if I could have any one tool,
Yeah.
it would be an industrial, like a big Boss Laser, which is a company that actually makes lasers. But all right, I'm
Anyways,
also
yeah.
gonna have to clean all this up. I am so fearful of you guys losing this stuff, and I say you guys very intentionally.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Hey, how are you? It's good to see you here. You and I, by ourselves, finally. Just a little chat. I've missed you. I've been gone for a little bit. Glad I'm back. I hope you're doing well.
Are you glad you're back? Because you just came back from...
I told them I was a lone walker, and you're just gonna talk like that? Seriously?
So,
You just ruined.
You're alone now.
We're breaking the fifth wall.
Oh god, the fifth one. That's time and space.
All right, so I have. All right, so I'm going to install Lightburn. All right, Lightburn. So I've used Lightburn when I was teaching. That's what we use for our laser. We'll do a free trial.
Yeah.
Just to, because this is what I'm familiar with. Maybe I'll look into
Free versions.
the other ones, which were Laser Gerbil and so Laser Gerbil. I'm sure that stands for something, but I'm calling it Laser. I kind of want to use Laser Gerbil just because it says Laser Gerbil. All right. So my experience with Lightburn is that it's very easy to learn. So I hope that we can make this work. All right. Yes, I'd like to install. Yes. So we're gonna take a quick break. Okay. So I installed Lightburn. Save G code.
You save it to the root directory of just the basic USB drive. Yeah, just save it there.
Okay, we'll just do engrave. We'll call it first sample dot G code. Okay, let's set up the enclosure. Let's set up the enclosure. All right, this is gonna be real easy. All it is we're just making a frame with all of these rods. Yeah. So. All right, so here's the enclosure. All said and done.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Let's go see how it fits on there. Go watch the eclipse real quick. So there it is, fully enclosed. We don't have the fan working yet, but that's just because I haven't put the
Plug in.
plug in yet.
I mean, if we leave it open, it shouldn't be a problem. Except for our eyeballs.
Okay, so you see where it's doing right now?
Yeah.
That will,
Oh, the laser's it was on for a second.
yeah, so that's what it does. It allows you to
See where it's framed.
line it up in real time.
Ah.
Yeah, when you press frame, what it's gonna, like, there's a shape right now, and it's a cartoon of,
Creality, man.
it's basically this cartoon, sort of. What it does is that if you look down here, when I press frame, you'll see the laser come on, and it will trace the outline of where your work is down. Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay, so already done. If you frame it, and then when it's ready, you press it and you play. So it needs to be on frame mode, then play on stage. This one's doing it back and forth. That's why it's doing back and forth, back and forth. And it'll only turn on right where it goes. But right. But you can also program it to get in the middle and spiral out. So once you get like good and interesting with it, you can really start to make like, because the birds are going to leave marks and like trails.
right.
So then you can really start to change up how it looks. And it also does with speed time, because if you're doing engraving, you do blocks, you can tell to do one block at a time. So then it'll start filling it in, kind of like how you would a router. Right. I see. So there's lots of different settings. I didn't mess with anything. I just put it in and click play just to prove the concept.
Is there a LASIK setting?
Yeah. So look it in there. So for
Hey, you look like you're from the future.
yeah,
Whoa, lasers.
that's what they sound like. Yeah.
That's what.
Our speech has devolved as we got into the future. Check them out. You can't see the blue light anymore.
Oh, whoa.
Isn't that wild? All those glasses are just taking out that, they block that spectrum or that frequency.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this in front of the camera.
Yeah, like you can just see the light right there.
Yeah.
Now take them off. Yeah.
Well, now that we're getting to some of these darker parts, I don't know if the camera's picking it up. There is some smoke.
Oh, sure is.
Oh, they cut it out too.
Yeah.
There's your airflow.
That was one pass.
I told you.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so our airflow is yellow now. You see
That means the air is turned off.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Or no, it means it's.
The book is in there, but
Nah, I don't know.
all right. So let's look at a couple things. One, you can see how that steel plate at the bottom. If you look at the side, you can see the burn marks, but that is not the metal burning. That's the residue from this being passed through it. I think. Don't quote me on it. Don't even include this in the video.
That's going at the front of the video.
Dude, one pass for that?
That's impressive.
That's crazy cool.
I can't wait to see metal on there.
Yeah, and then you can see how like the side to side passes affect it.
It's interesting how
Still see the wood grain.
it's just a printer into
Yeah,
wood and metal.
yeah. Oh my god! If we could figure out that, just.
The Mona Lisa.
I've been watching some tutorials on this. Shout out to Embrace Making. They did an incredible breakdown video of this machine. So
Link in the description.
Yep. So what I'm doing right now is I'm updating the firmware. Very simple. I just went to the site, downloaded it. You have to format the TF card and then plug it in. But you can see right here, all I did was plug it in, turn it on, and now it's flashing. So I'm gonna do this for the machine itself, and then I'm gonna come back and do it again for the laser module. They recommend that you only put one file at a time on here, so I'm gonna go back and just replug it in, which is also why we have this double dongle, is because it goes into the top here, into that USB-C. Is that file? That one's called?
Yeah.
So you plug it into there, which allows you to then plug the TF card directly into there. So that's the point of those dongles.
Gotcha.
They told me to update it, so I will. Also, because of the video on Embrace Making, yesterday we were complaining about the wobble on the laser head module. Turns out there's a couple things that we can tighten in order to fix that. There's a nut behind the laser, which we'll get to in a minute, and then also here that we can tighten. But
Well, that's good news.
yep. So when we first plugged in this machine, we were a little miffed at this moving, but there's a nut right here and include a wrench that you can just tighten that, I believe. It's a little,
Oh, there you go.
and then tighten it a little bit more. Yeah, and you can see it's way less wobbly now, so if we put it in, yeah, much
Way
less
better.
now. So I might do another quick little tighten. That's much better. This thing's moving a little bit, and I'll just show you again. Embrace Making did a great breakdown of all of this. I'm gonna go look for some stainless steel because I really want to try out that bluing thing.
Yeah.
Or the stainless steel coloring, and then I guess we have to figure out what else to cut. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. So we are doing our first test card for basewood. Oh, I forgot the card. Sorry. That part's a little obnoxious about having to. This is because I don't have it set up on the computer.
Yeah.
I'm just using this. So I'm trying to put it up in the upper left corner. Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. It's gonna take about 3 minutes. Oh, cool. All right, so I went from the two, like they have a parameter sheet that you can find on their website. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah, you can see.
So what I did was their cutting setting was like 700 and 100 power, and then their engraving setting was 600. So just did a matrix from 1,000 to 6,000, 10 to 100. And what's cool is that you can do this on Lightburn. The only thing I wish it did was that it cut out the card, but
Yeah.
whatever.
You know, it's interesting that at the highest power, this one didn't punch through, but the
Right, well it's moving an additional 500 millimeters per minute.
I know, but it's 10% less power.
Yeah, so I guess, I mean, that shows that like the movement speed really does
Dictate the cut through.
And you can see that
Oh, yeah.
at 1,000 power, it almost cut through everything.
Or 1,000 move speed.
Yeah, 1,000 move speed, right. Cool.
Okay, what's next?
I want to keep doing it. I don't know. So we have a few materials. I have some stainless steel over here that I want to put on and try that coloring thing, which we can do a test card with. I'm curious if we need to like brush the stainless steel, because I was watching again Embrace Maker's rundown and about how, you know, if your material's not completely level or if there's any like, you know, previous things done to it, it might change it. I don't know, should we just do a test card on stainless steel?
Sure. I mean, it's not going to cut through any of it, but...
No. They probably won't get mad at me for using a piece this big.
I mean, the test card is pretty small.
Yeah. We'll just do a little corner. It might clean, I just meant wipe. Because I would be interested to see if we did it, like we brush it and then try this, how that would affect it. I mean, there's so much tinkering that we can do. But, and I also want to try a piece of actual steel, like hot rolled. Because because what it does with stainless steel, as far as I know, is that it heats it, and the heating is what changes the color. With steel, because you have to heat it up so much more, like you can't do it with steel. But I wonder if it'll cut the mill scale. I also want to try spray painting steel, and then
and then engraving on top of that too, so it removes the spray paint.
Exactly.
I mean that's a clever idea, but that one we would definitely put the enclosure and filter on.
Why?
I mean,
I think I need to change the settings. I think that actually this is like min max, isn't it?
yeah,
I mean, let's just try it. What's having to change it?
you might want it as close as possible.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. We can try all of them too.
Yeah.
So we'll do the base one, or the thinnest one. So yeah, let's get that little bit of a droop. Let's just play around with it for right
Yeah.
now. Okay.
Frame. I don't even see the laser on there.
We're probably not going to want to look at this one.
No.
All right, we're running it. Might be able to see it. You can get in there. Oh yeah, see? That's on the side. A couple of cool things. One, I mean, it put that in the stainless steel. But one thing I didn't actually think about was to really tell if the color's coming through, we would need to fill in the blocks and have it like etch all the way through.
Faded.
So I will do a new test card to do that. But it is super cool to see it actually, and you can feel it physically. It did etch the stainless steel.
It's even at fucking 40%.
Yeah. So like at 100, that's clear as day.
Yeah.
This stuff is a little bit of a different color. You can kind of see it where the heat changes. I wonder what the power and speed of that is. But
Here, do you want to pull this up and see? I doubt it, but just see if there's anything on the other side, any discoloration on the other side of this.
sure, yeah.
You have a color preference?
Nothing.
Nothing. Black.
Not Maui blue.
I mean, if you want to, do it. I love Maui Blue. Do Maui Blue.
You shouldn't have said that, Aaron.
Listen, we got a lot of Maui blue to get rid of.
Do Maui Blue. All right, so we'll do a new test card. Aaron right now is prepping just a discarded sheet plate. On one side it's going to be just mill scale, on the other side it's going to be painted, and then we'll etch it on both sides to see what happens. Yeah, we're not going to stand near it because of toxins. All right, new test card for that.
So cool.
Yeah,
You can feel it too. And
Yeah.
it looks like it penetrated pretty deep.
I know, like it's like physically in there.
And it's important to note this is all single pass.
You can see how it like actually did touch the stainless. It cleaned it off. You see that?
Yeah, it did.
So 30 is useless. 40 is useless above 2,000. So let's crank this bad boy up.
Yeah, I think you just take it to the limit.
Yeah, take it to the left. So right now the way we have it set up is going from my computer using the card each time, which is a viable way to do it. But the problem is that you can only, according to this, and I don't know how else you would do it, you can only have one file on here per time. So you kind of have to continue manipulating files, putting them, storing them other places. So it just did, just lines like we just reused the wood test card. So we just did the rectangular lines. this time, because we want to get color, we need to fill it. So by doing that, I just went to material settings and went to mode fill, which was easier and harder than it was for me to find that. Easy, easy to do.
Close that out.
Let's go to the laser. Let's go to the laser.
Let's go to the laser to make Spike very happy.
All right, we didn't change anything. We left this on the table.
Yeah.
So let's
Now
go.
we need to frame it.
Yeah. I can be correct. Yeah, but that's just yeah. So that is just, you can just do sizes. So like that's the standard size. I can make it big. I can make it small. I can make it whatever.
I would like to polish a piece of stainless and then have you do it.
Yeah. So
see what that does.
I was curious about that too because I want to try a polished part, a brush part,
Sandblasted part.
yeah,
kind of like
exactly. Like that's what I mean.
Finish.
I want every type of material and just run this on each one because
Yes,
I think it'd be really cool.
Holy crud, those results.
That's a pretty sweet.
Dude, that 1400 at 50%, that blue is more rich than I thought we would
Yeah,
get.
it makes me want to do like, because really what we could do is, a whole chart from 200 at 10%. We could do the whole
Yeah.
gambit, but it makes you want to see like what's just on the other side
Yeah.
of 50 at that speeds. Because like, I mean, that's the target right there for blue. You have a nice teal, a couple of nice yellows and pinks.
If this was clean, this kind
Yeah.
of low salmon color,
So I might add, but this is my worry.
the warpage.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think we can ditch this bottom row.
Yeah.
That's pure black. See, it didn't come through at all.
But you can
see
it.
the outlines.
Yeah. And you can feel it too.
Oh yeah, you can feel the end. But the color didn't come through,
Right.
which leads me to believe that it's so localized that even on a thicker piece of steel,
Look at that.
you would still get similar color results. That's bent.
Yeah, you see how, like, this is where it is right here.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
But I would be curious. Aaron's the expert, so I would place more faith in his judgment. But I do think we would still get colors on thicker.
I think so
material.
too. Yeah, because it's just the surface that you're.
Discoloring. It's so localized.
It's so interesting too. Like, you can physically see the lines, and you can.
Oh, they rub off. Yeah.
We have another piece here. Thank you, Creality, for the nice wood. And I'm going to do an engraving test card. So I don't know if you picked up, but I'm gonna have so many test cards of everything, and I'm so excited. All right, so that's on there. I want to fix that droop. I'm gonna have to do more research on how to fix. It's not bad, but it's just enough to make me worried.
That's not.
And I'm gonna put it right about there. Let's see where we're at.
Not far enough. It might be easier to move the card. God, this is fucking beeping.
Oh, nailed it though.
Is there a way to turn the beeping off?
I like the beeping. All right. Oh, I didn't change the letter settings or the boundary settings. Oh, it's not gonna cut it. Nuts and crackers.
So you lied.
Okay, so this is kind of nice because it got the whole gambit of barely anything. Oh, that's beautiful.
Wow, that's like a perfect
That's
card.
that's an amazing gradient.
Amazing
Gradient, how sweet the card was
cut by Creality. Aaron, you should check this out.
Dude, that's so cool. That is like really beautiful.
That's actually perfect.
Yeah.
This shows the capabilities of our wood engraving. It's like a perfect gradient.
Isn't that neat?
That's super cool and consistent.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wow.
That's
That percentage. Wow.
Wow, look at those numbers. Those are all numbers.
No, the fact that it's cut through and clear.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's
Oh,
incredible.
And
Yeah.
it's still attached.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
Dude, lasers are dope.
Jesus. That's really incredible.
Oh, wow, look at those S's.
What material is next? Are we doing the painted one?
Oh, yeah. Let's do the paint one.
Watch your.
Do you want oh, the big yeah. You put it on.
It should be dry by now. Yeah.
It's an upgrade.
Any worry about toxins since we're burning paint?
It's not something it's not gonna be any worse than the paint I burnt off of that already to weld that. So.
Do we have a small little fan? Oh,
I wouldn't worry about it.
do we have a small little fan that we could put over here?
Computer fan. We have that fan. We can just have it blowing.
It's back towards Aaron.
We are doing basically that first test card we did where it just did the lines. We're not doing the full engraving. I think that's how we set it up.
Yes.
But just to see what happens when we cut paint off of it. And then we're going to flip it over and do it on the other side where it's just mill scale. So we'll see how that goes. Oh.
All right, maybe we ought to step away because of the paint.
Paint, yeah.
Somebody out there in the comments is sending me you stick an idiots. Wow, you can stick it. Hold on, you can see it. Like,
You can't see it.
like paint shooting off. So I'm gonna, I'll have to. Oh yeah, I can see all that. All right, finally.
Well, would you look at that?
Holy crud!
That is cool and smells like burnt paint.
That worked pretty flawlessly at
Yeah.
every level.
Yeah. Pretty excited about that. It's really like the thin.
The thin stuff is
Yeah.
impressive.
All right, let's flip it over and do mill scale. I'm really, if this works, I'll be very excited because just imagine being able just to clean off mill scale like this. Not clean off, like really.
But, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Get to work.
All right, let's see.
Can't really see it quite yet.
Yep, it's working.
It is.
Yeah, you can start seeing the engraving. Well, that's neat.
Okay, well this one is much more informative. Because it still does a very light etching.
Yeah, and it looks like it almost like now. So I want to try like the engraving thing, the test card, and then to see if it like if it exposes the steel, so then we rust it, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Like I wonder what. See how it? Oh yeah, you see how I'm like cleaning it? Oh yeah, dude. 'Cause then I think it is exposing the mill scale or the steel underneath it. Dude, if we could rust that then. That's so cool. That'd be so neat. Because then, oh man, yeah, there's just so many.
Wait, so flip back and forth. Holy. I mean, that one's clear as day.
Yeah. And these are the exact same cards.
Yeah, exact same test. But with paint. Very.
I don't feel very good.
Well, neither do I.
I can't wait to use that enclosure. All right, so another test card done.
All right, what's the next test?
Well, Aaron's gonna bring us brass and copper and all that stuff. So, although I don't know what that's really gonna do, but I'm excited to find out. Anodized aluminum, that'd be a cool thing. This I'm really excited about because this is just, I believe, powder coated stainless. Yeah.
Cardboard?
Oh yeah. Well, cardboard's gonna shoot just like this. Like I've done a lot of lasering cardboard. It's gonna smell real bad, but it's neat though.
We got to try the paper though. The construction
scrap paper?
Scrap paper.
Yeah, I think I have some at home, so we'll try and engrave the Mona Lisa onto that.
Tomorrow's gonna be a good day.
Yeah, for us.
For us. For nobody else but us.
All right, so we're calling a wrap today.
Yep. We'll see you tomorrow, Creality machine.
So what we're doing today, I have been gifted by Aaron a piece of stainless with 4 different finishing things on it. We have 80 grit sandpaper, or
Yep.
yeah, just raw, straight up stainless steel. Glass
glass blasted, and then polished. So we're gonna do a test card on all 4 to see what the finishes are. We also did it on 1/4" stainless because I want to do as fancy as possible, and to see with 14 gauge or 18 gauge, the stainless steel has warped because of the heat, which we're not sure if it affects things yet with more testing, but we want to see if it'll warp this. I
Doubt it. Well, I also
and hope that it won't.
well, also curious to see if it affects the color range at all because of heat dissipation.
My theory is it won't because it's heating just the surface, but good thing to test.
Yep.
And to find out. Interesting development, and something we probably could have just read on the internet.
Yeah.
Was that the stainless? Oh my God, somebody bled on it. Who could have done that? So no color to it, probably because it's so thick.
So our theory was wrong,
Our theory was exactly wrong.
and Aaron's theory was exactly right.
Yeah, we're not gonna tell them, right?
No.
It did not change color at all. It did do a gradient though, which is interesting.
Oh, so we just did a burn gradient, no color change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
this is cool.
Wait, there's like slight rainbowy in there.
There is slight color. So if you look, there is a slight.
Well, the first
Hue?
the first color stainless turns is like a gold color. Dude. So you can almost getting that here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a slight hue. Like I can see a touch of blue in there, a touch of red in there. So
At least you can still engrave.
Dude, that looks. Look
Like-
how clean that looks.
yeah.
But it
So
also helped because he sandblasted
Yeah.
the base.
yeah, I mean everything like it looks good. Like now,
Obviously, no warp, right?
yeah,
No,
yeah. But that makes me wonder what thickness of stainless what's the thickest stainless we can do to get color.
I think 1/8 inch is your next try.
Let's use the air. That was pretty cool.
That was awesome. That made it way better.
Yeah, that is a kind of a cool test card to show the two together.
Yeah.
20 power to 0, 50 to 0.
Yeah.
So we were recommended 40 to 0 for images at the start. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
So they know what they're talking about.
Oh.
So it turns out, kids, you can learn everything without having to do it yourself. But doing it yourself is a good way to learn.
Yeah.
So take that. People already told me the right answer. Shut up, Dad!
And that's the end of the video. Want to do one more?
Isn't she sweet? All right.
All right. You want to take these over to the peeps table?
Yeah.
So the Creality Falcon 2
Yeah.
22 watt laser.
I have like so many thoughts. So there's kind of two parts to the laser. First off, setup and all that was easy. It was like from the time we took it out of the box, the time we could use it, very quick, very easy. The guide, although very stripped down and minimal, did provide you all the stuff you need to know. So that was super easy. Then the Lightburn technology, I had a little bit of background with using it, but I feel like Lightburn's pretty easy to use. But integrating the two was a breeze. Like the ability for us to just put in Lightburn, edit just a couple of settings as being laser noobs, to then taking it to the actual machine itself, the Falcon 2. Seamless, easy to do, small settings that we can tinker with, but as far as doing the actual base bones and test cards, super easy. And really nice feature in the Lightburn was the test cards that allow you to test a bunch of settings all very quickly.
So then moving on from that, trying it on the stainless, the coloration?
Yeah, so this is where I think going to the internet first instead of using up too much material would have been good. I was actually more impressed with how much it did engrave stainless and other metals. Just without the coloration, I was just impressed that it had the power to do that. I'm really excited to go more into the coloration with stainless steel because it's just neat. But overall, I'm super impressed with how it can handle different materials. I haven't tested glass yet, or we haven't tested acrylic, which we will. But from all intents and purposes, like, I have no reason to doubt it.
And then image burning.
Image burning, it's going to take a little bit more fine tuning to get it really nice. Now, I've seen in previous, both looking online and also in previous experience with the school, you can do really well done images. I think we chose one that was a little too dark. Not enough contrast, not enough, or darks to lights, different, not enough contrast in color to really bring out the image. That being said, there's a ton of resources online for settings about speeds, about powers, and it's super easy to tinker with. Like, really, there's only like 4 things in Lightburn that you really need to tinker with: speed, power, and then the filling settings. I did not like the enclosure. I can see why it's important, but the exhaust fan, of course we didn't set it up 100%, but the exhaust fan just kind of put it right, put it 6 feet over there rather than right here. It was a little tight on the sides, to get the card in and out. However, if you were using it as a dedicated desktop laser like it's intended, you probably have a USB to your computer where you can do it all through Lightburn. We are a little bit spoiled by having the Creality K1 3D printer where it has a digital screen on there to help hone in settings and framing. So we're a little bit spoiled with that, but I can understand why it needs to be different for a laser, just because of different technologies are being used in different companies. So those are things did not like. Some of those are just on us and how we have it set up.
Main one is the card.
Yeah, the card is annoying, but as soon as we hook up a USB cord to it, it's going to make life way easier.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to try the rotary. We didn't do that right now because we don't have enough feet to get the height clearance, because we could have put it on books, but
we didn't want
to really do that. We're going to do a lot more of that. I'm going to do a lot more testing on different materials, like test cards, and just how much it can cut, trying multiple passes to cut through deeper stuff. I'm still going to really hone in on stainless steel to work in that coloring. I think there's a lot of opportunity there, not only for my own personal projects, but for commercial use. Yeah.
And we have a lot of projects coming up.
Combining it with the CNC table, taken off of there straight to the laser.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited for all the possibilities.
Well, and if this is what an entry level laser is able to do these days,
yeah, I'm blown away.
Yeah.
And I'm super impressed by it as a whole. Again, we have some of our problems, but those are minuscule compared to the possibilities that we have. So overall, I'm in love. I don't know if other people in his office love it as much as I do, nor do they love how much I love it.
They'll come around.
Yeah. But overall, great product. The link will be in the description. Check it out if you want, and if you're interested in these things. We have a lot more content coming involving it, like the rotary test. Shout out to Embrace Making, who does an incredible breakdown of setup and messing around with it and using all the features. That was a huge video resource. There's other resources out there too. Disclaimer, it does work on painted metal. I don't know if I would do it. I don't know if this is a coincidence or not, but I got a sinus infection the day after we tried that. So we're also gonna incorporate a better filtration system for the fumes and the toxins. So would not recommend using it in a place that's not well vented. Even when we burned wood pretty bad, it created a lot of smoke. So you definitely want to use this in a well ventilated area.
Well, yeah, and burning plywood has glue in it.
Yeah, so
burning that creates carbon monoxide.
If you don't see me on the channel for the next couple weeks, it's probably because I have a second sinus infection.
From the Mona Lisa.
From the Mona Lisa. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. We look forward to making more laser stuff.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, please. Like and subscribe, please.
Say more enthusiasm.
Like and subscribe, please. Let me out.